Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Okay, so last week I made the comment that it was kind of like a two-part tied into the pilot, obviously,
Sure.
right? Like we got like the intro and the pilot, and then we finally got to see the process of putting the show together, right? The first show.
Yeah, I think even more so than The West Wing. The West Wing was kind of like a serialized show.
Yeah.
Back before serialized shows were really that popular.
Sure.
And so I feel like we're really sticking with that here to where it feels a little bit more closely, like episode to episode feels more closely related.
Yeah.
Then, because The West Wing, we started off, it was fairly episodic. But it's like, okay, we're starting to get some through storylines, two-parters, long-running story arcs.
But then the show
it grew into it. Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like right up front, we're in serialized television land, and these were two really strong episodes to start with.
Yeah, I love both of them so far. Matt and Danny are so entertaining, dude.
Yeah, they've got a really cool relationship. Again, you couldn't do better for chemistry among your two lead actors.
I'm telling you.
And then you throw Amanda Peet in there, and it's a really, really strong trio.
I never would have considered that. You know what I mean? Like, well, not Amanda Peet's great, but I mean, like, Bradley Whitford and Matthew Perry together. Mm-hmm. I never would have thought the combination of those two actors together, like, that's the secret sauce.
Well, I mean, they both, were obviously both on the West Wing and interacted with each other on the West Wing, and I just think you can just have you can tell two really, really good actors can really bring the chemistry together on screen, and they do, and I think it was really cool that they leaned into this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, because their humor very similar. I mean, like, it's kind of a shame that we didn't get more projects with these guys in it, because I would watch anything with these guys in it, man. It's really, really good. So, yeah, I'm excited to see where we're going here. If we do pick up, like, okay, we're getting ready for Friday's show now.
Right.
Is each episode going to be like that?
Yeah, that's hard to say. Like, I'm sure there's some of that, but I don't feel like the show would work that well structurally if it's like every episode we're going to do the next week's television show. I'm sure we get way away from that.
I kind of hope
so. It worked for this one, like, hey, their first show.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it's, it's kind of like the West Wing. Very early on, we had a couple of it seemed too much like we were going to have episodes where everything goes wrong and all these pieces do what they were, and then Jed Bartlett comes in and gives his big speech at the end to wrap everything up and kind of save the day.
Yeah.
And they did a good job getting away from that really quickly.
Yeah.
So I would be really surprised if, like, this is a show really about the weekly doings of the show.
And I would like to see more of Jordan's point of view and her boss,
Jack.
Yeah. I would like to see more of Jordan and Jack and kind of like what their day-to-day looks like as well, and their struggles too.
Yeah. Did you ever see the miniseries that was done? I want to say in the 90s or early 2000s, the remake of The Shining.
No, I never saw it.
Steven Weber was Jack Torrance.
Oh, really?
In that, yeah. I never saw it either.
I heard it's more faithful to the book, isn't it?
That's what I've heard.
Okay. I've read the book. The book is very different.
Yeah, I've not read The Shining. I've just seen the Kubrick movie, obviously. So I don't know. I don't know how good that miniseries was or anything. But yeah, he was the lead in that. All right, we'll go and get started here. I do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. Thank you so much, guys. Special shout out to our super patrons: NJ, MTC93, Actuarial Lurker, Anna, Balais Foldes, Jeff, Derek Peterson, Yannick from Montreal, Sudigu Navarapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverson, Diana Perry, Taylor, Andy Schreiber, Trey Contreras, Humain, Wolfgang Wolf, Lindsay Swift, Squick, Sweet Baby Silvernell, Adam Pacio, Matt Tyler, David Adler, Chris O'Donnell, KDK, Seth Walker, and Doc Cooley. As always, guys, thanks so much. Really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit the subscribe button so stay up to date with the new content we have coming your way.
Description below, link to our Patreon page with full-length watch-alongs. On Studio 60, we are going to be several episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. The Focus Group.
Awesome.
What do you think? You ever been in a focus group?
No.
Me neither. I want
to start by talking about what you didn't like. Was there something you didn't like?
Commedia dell'arte.
Wasn't wild about the comedy arts.
Commedia dell'arte.
Who cares? He didn't like it.
He didn't get it. And what's the guy doing starting off with tell me what you didn't like? Are you troubled at all by the spectacular lack of success these things have had at predicting success?
That's not true. Look at the data on ER. Clooney broke the needle.
Yeah, I need a damn focus group to tell me Clooney's good looking. Those are unemployed writers and directors in there who are trying to impress me because they know I'm standing back here.
I wanted to get to Matt and Danny.
We're paying people $40 in a sandwich to tell us how to do our jobs.
What kind of sandwich?
Right.
Kristen Wright's gonna amp up the heat, but at least we got bullets in our gun with the sponsors and affiliates.
Then what's the problem?
Is Studio 60 patriotic or unpatriotic?
Split 50-50 right down party line.
This is a conversation that happens now.
And since when did Democrat or Republican become a demographic distinction we care about in the entertainment industry?
The first plane made a left turn and gunned its engines into the North Tower, kitten.
But I'll take this to him.
Make sure they understand it.
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably still Bush, huh?
Yeah.
My mugshot.
I've been meaning to ask. How do you like the job so far?
So this is one of those things where they're just digging up everything.
Yeah, totally. It's change. We have to put a microscope over it.
I mean, Tiger Woods gets a DUI every decade. No one seems to care.
Welcome to Science Schmience. Today's contestants are Shlomo Levy,
They got to work on these names.
Tom Cruise, and a witch.
I don't want anything in the sketch that's even a little bit wrong. If it's not Liberty Bible College, find a sketch that has Bible in it.
Isn't it just Liberty University?
I have no idea.
I can do Ben Stiller, and Ben Stiller can do Cruise, so...
Let me see your Ben Stiller.
I don't know, Jack.
Okay, let me see Tom Cruise.
Very.
That's not bad.
His Cruise is way better than his Stiller.
Yeah.
I can do the whole thing with Holly Hunter if you want.
I don't.
You personify something I truly think is dangerous.
She does sound like Holly Hunter.
Get her a witch's hat that isn't 2 sizes too big.
This is how we're wearing them today.
The earliest evidence of man can be dated back to this time.
6,000 years ago, archaeologists can be wrong.
You bet they can. Audience? Science Schmience! Shlomo, how old is the Earth?
I refuse to answer that question.
Yeah,
It is Rob
definitely.
Reiner, yeah. This sketch is wild.
Yeah, it is.
Noah lived to 600.
600 years is a pretty long time for a human. That would be a record by quite some margin. Science Schmience!
Harriet, you say a word, any word at all, about God not liking to be mocked.
You know what? I think you're the devil.
Okay, so the sketch needs some work.
Yeah, sketch needs some rewrites.
Saw a police car, I pulled over to ask directions, the guy gave me a breathalyzer. It's not like I was partying.
So where were you coming from?
A party?
Yeah.
I don't have a record. The judge gave me a DEJ, that complete an alcohol diversion program, and the court dismisses the charge. It's not part of my record. It doesn't exist.
Does now. So now you know. Thieves get rich, and saints get shot, and God don't answer prayers a lot.
I'd be like, I got a DUI 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was dumb, but...
News 60's been the centerpiece of the show for 20 years. Makes or breaks stars, and the show
very
lives or dies with
yeah.
its success or failure. You're the first black anchor we've ever had. Tom's gonna work with you a while, then Ron and I'll come in, then we'll show it to Matt, who'll throw everything out and start again.
We figured.
I think Harriet should be writing some of the script. She's actually funny.
Yeah.
Matt, you really think it's a good idea to have Tom overseeing the writing on the news?
Yes.
You think there's any chance you might come down off your horse and stop being pissed at us for something that happened 4 years ago and work with us?
Not a big chance, no.
You want us to quit?
Badly. What's in your hand?
We'll wait till Danny gets here.
I'm glad we're addressing this. Yeah.
4 people in Ealing, Missouri objected strongly to the local high school's recent production of Grease.
Leave it alone.
As a result of the controversy, the school's superintendent has canceled their planned spring production of The Crucible.
Salem wasn't our finest hour.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Can we leave it alone? No. Please? But we're already doing Science Schmience a week after we did Crazy Christians. God loves me and hates the both of you.
Great timing. Yeah.
I think the bald guy, the actor, I don't know him. They just bring him in to argue with people because that's all he did with Toby on The West Wing.
It does.
This is focus group data on last week's show.
Get it out of here.
Look.
Get it out of here, Ricky. This thing's gonna get around, the cast is gonna see it, everybody's gonna lose their brains.
Excuse me, Danny, but you don't sign my paycheck. The network does.
Mine too.
Damn, Ron, I didn't even know you were here.
They were asked if the show was patriotic or unpatriotic, and Jack wanted you to see the results.
It's a television show, it's not the Iwo Jima Memorial. I don't want the cast to see it, the staff, the crew, the critics, and mostly I don't want him to see it. What? I want to see it.
Page 7 at the bottom.
Is this going to mess up the show?
I don't know. Can he handle it? Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
What'd you expect it to say?
I care because Jack put the question in. Because it was Jack telling me I'm not American enough.
They want to see you take fewer whacks at Bush, and it looks like they're getting their wish.
Everyone made fun of Bush, though, man.
And by the way, I'd be happy to take shots at the Democrats, too, if only one of them would say or do something.
What did you mean by it looks like they're getting their wish? Looking at your board, I see one political sketch.
Yeah?
Are you a boy pussycat or a girl pussycat?
My God.
You're a boy pussycat. Ricky and Ron said you rejected every Bush sketch you got pitched last week.
They weren't funny.
They would have been after you got done with them. 4 years ago, you saw your career flash in front of your eyes. I did.
So he is gun shy.
Get me the staff transcript of this morning's White House press briefing.
He's just going to overcorrect, isn't he?
Probably.
You know what they do in Ealing, Missouri? They make bread. It's a company town. There's a Hanover factory there. They make bread. Hunters in Wyoming can now carry automatic weapons and guns with silencers to hunt bears. When asked to comment, a bear said, "Roar!"
You were funnier in the other sketch.
Yeah, that was not good.
I flatlined. Vicky and Ron gave me the dial groups.
Man.
It's all good. And they're crazy about everybody, but Commedia dell'arte flatlined.
You can't look it.
I'm the one who convinced Matt to do it. I pitched it, I wrote the first draft.
Genius.
And I look like an idiot, and I made him look like an idiot.
The thing with this, though, is that like the sketches are different each week, so like
Right.
it's going to be different.
Too smart.
That's another word for boring.
Smart is a pejorative. You can't look at it.
It's not the fault of the focus data, Simon. You gotta catch the ball when you ask for it. Damn it!
Either God's a little sweet on me today, or Jeannie, he disapproves of you sleeping with my ex-boyfriend.
Harry.
She's kidding.
Are they fixing it?
In a manner of speaking, yeah.
What does that mean?
They don't know how to fix it.
What, do they let you out for good behavior?
Make all the funny jokes you want, but mine was booze 8 years ago. Yours was Coke 2 weeks ago.
You're in it now.
Like I wasn't in it before.
I really don't think it's a big deal. It was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Has the possibility been brought up that your DUI 8 years ago is not news, it's entertainment?
But that's why I'm here.
Why?
To make sure you guys are covering it.
But I can also bet you that Matt's not planning on writing a sketch about it either.
Why not?
It's not that funny.
Tough to locate the humor in drunk driving. Tough to locate the humor in cocaine addiction, too.
What do you mean?
She wants us to make fun of her.
Okay, well, your teeth are pretty big.
Okay with her if you make fun of her arrest.
Thanks, I can speak for myself.
Don't worry about it. I'll be around.
I'll be here trying to be more American.
Throw it out, would you?
He just had that one ready to go.
What are they saying over there? What does our retention need to be on Friday? That was a fake number. What % do we need to retain this week to keep you out of trouble?
Don't worry about it.
She's so cool.
Yeah, she is. She's like the ideal boss in a situation like that.
Yeah. Like Jeopardy and SNL.
Tom Cruise, have you studied the history of psychiatry? We lost the galactic battle with 75 billion.
It's actually a pretty solid Tom Cruise.
It's not bad.
We don't have a sketch on this week.
You and a lot of other people. He didn't take the job to be a traffic cop. He took it to write.
He took it because he had to.
No, I took it because I had to. He took it voluntarily.
What problem do the two of you have with the two of us, and when is it gonna stop?
Matt has a problem with you. I'm completely indifferent towards you. Bill Maher. He made a politically incorrect observation on his own show, and the sky fell down on him. Matt was one of the first guys to take up his side.
Yeah, after 9/11, yeah.
Do you remember what you said?
You said Matt Albee certainly doesn't speak for the cast, crew, and staff of Studio 60.
I'm the one pushing the Bush sketches.
Yeah, I'd imagine now that the president's approval rating is 7 guys in Tupelo, Mississippi, the water feels a little safer.
Nobody can write 90 minutes of television every week by themselves. He'll be dead by his 6th show.
Yeah, well, if I was the other guy, I'd be like, you should have just kept your mouth shut.
Honestly.
Because Ron's taking the teeth over that, too. Mm-hmm. If I was Ron, I'd go talk to him myself. Like, look, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Shelley drafted a brief but courteous statement to the shareholders. I need you to sign off on it.
It's a lot easier to play defense if we know what's coming.
But I didn't know this was coming.
You should have.
Yeah, how long until they start calling her like an alcoholic or something?
Right.
I think you know how the smoking gun got tipped to the DUI. A guy named Ryan Mulrooney.
When I was 25, we were married for 9 months.
So this guy's a child.
He's shopping a book.
What are you talking about?
Confessions of a Network Husband, My Life with Jordan McDear.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, it is.
Been taking stories to the gossip guys in the hope he'll generate some heat for the publishers. If not, he'll self-publish. He'll put it on the internet and charge for people to read it.
He wanted me to go to clubs with him.
What kind of clubs?
Golf, tennis, wine tasting. The
Jordan.
kind where you watch other people having sex.
This sucks for her.
Yeah, it really does.
First thing Monday, you sit down with Shelley, your lawyer, and our lawyer, and you tell him every detail you can think of.
This is just like revenge.
It is.
What % of Studio 60's audience do I need to retain to keep playing tough with the Christian right?
You need to retain 90% to keep playing at all.
Well, that's a big ask.
Yeah.
It'll be another good show.
How important is the ratings drop-off going to be?
Don't worry about it.
No, that's good enough for me.
Let Ricky and Ron off the hook.
Well, no, I don't think I have to do that.
Yeah, use them anyway.
Why?
Because you're going to burn out.
The drop-off, you think inside 10%, 90% retention or better?
Don't worry about it.
Matt, you gotta take it down off the board.
No.
Matt?
What are you talking about?
She saw the focus data on Commedia dell'arte.
Oh, man.
It'd be funny if like the sketch really works.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's an acquired taste, Jeannie, but once you acquire it, it's like barrel-smoked whiskey.
What's that?
I don't know, I may have just made it up.
I flatlined. Nobody liked it.
The network's doing another dial group tonight because
Well, because they just can't help themselves. The focus group was made up entirely of people who saw last week's show. The 2 people who liked it last week is going to go up to 3. That one person is going to represent an additional 500,000 viewers. If the 2 doesn't go to 3, I give you $10,000. If it does, you have to wear a t-shirt at the rap party that says, Matt is my hero and Danny thinks Moliere was Italian.
Good for him.
For sure.
No comedian you admire has ever been afraid of silence.
Norm Macdonald. He did not care.
I love Norm so much.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what worked to dress the Ealing, Missouri joke?
It worked very well.
We want to cut it. Ealing is a town of fewer than 4,000 people, and the average income is $18,000 a year. Why are we making fun of them? These guys are just trying to raise their kids.
You let her win this argument?
She can make the lights go on and off by herself.
All right, what are you going to fill it with?
When asked to comment, a bear said, "Rawr!"
It's not funny.
That's not a funny joke. Really better sell that. Yeah.
You know she's gonna make it work.
I know. You've talked to them. Tell me the truth. How important is audience retention tonight?
It's important, Matt. We can't lose more than 10%. Jordan's job, everybody's job. It's important.
All right, lie to me next time.
That's what I'm saying. All right, hold up!
By the way, that guy's Tom Cruise was pretty spot on, because when they cut away and you could hear him,
yeah,
it sounded like Tom Cruise was talking.
It's the laugh.
Yeah, it worked for me.
With musical guest Gwen Stefani and guest host Rob Reiner.
Okay, that explains why Reiner's there.
Right, it was like he's on
playing
the show.
He's playing himself.
Welcome to the Nicolas Cage Show.
Roseanne Barr is releasing an album for children. We don't have a joke here. We just mention this as a public service warning to parents.
Okay, that's good.
I want to see the bear joke.
Yeah, you too.
What caused Hurricane Katrina?
Warm, moist air.
We were looking for secularists eroding God's protective shell over America.
That seems like it's kind of a one joke sketch. A little too much. We don't get to see the bear joke.
Dang it. Okay, well, looks like it was a good show.
Yeah. People seemed happy.
So how long does it usually take you to get over your timing problems?
A little while. But it was nice meeting you.
All right. That's going to be a thing later, right?
Danny, sign this for me?
Sure.
There you go.
It was nice of him to still sign it.
Yeah.
Are they in yet?
Do you see me standing near a fax machine?
She looks great.
Yeah.
Jack gets them before me. They'll fax it here. I'm sorry about the stupid thing I said in your office about the drugs.
30,000 people died in car fatalities last year. 17,000 of them weren't wearing seatbelts.
I was wearing a seatbelt.
I'm sure you were. I'm just not as sure that everyone else on the Long Island Expressway was. Anyway, I appreciate your standing up for crazy Christians. I know you only did it to get Matt and me back.
I didn't do it to get you and Matt back, and the Christian right isn't why I'm in trouble today.
You know, you look like one of them, but you talk like one of us.
That's good.
They have great chemistry, too.
Yeah.
You know, I did Midsummer Night's Dream in the park 2 summers ago. Matthew, you gotta see that the focus group stuff doesn't get out to the cast anymore.
That shouldn't have happened. They contracted out. NBS uses a group called Viewer Strategies.
Do they make up the questions?
Yeah, but then anybody can feed them questions they want answered. So if I want to know what people think of...
What did he just realize?
Excuse me. I'm 3 years younger and I'm faster than you, old man.
You
Brother
put
energy.
the question in there!
Yes, I did!
Why?
Because it worked! It's not gonna be like it was 4 years ago. I won't let it happen after what you did for me. Are people looking at us right now? It's to a casual observer. This appears a little homoerotic for my comfort. What should we do? Get off me.
Yeah, that's what you should do is move.
All right, just play it cool. Yeah.
Do you remember Vernon Williams, station owner at WTIH in Terre Haute?
Jack, Terre Haute didn't even carry the show tonight. Why the hell are the callers complaining?
Because Terre Haute didn't carry the show tonight.
Awesome,
There you go.
yes.
Nice.
You retained 109% of last week's audience. It's our biggest Friday night in 14 years. Go ahead and spread the word.
Nice.
It's on a Friday. People, it's a weekend.
We built by 9% over last week, including 1.5 points in the demo. What the hell happened to the two of you?
He's a Machiavellian control freak who purposefully and
I
premeditated.
don't care. Harriet!
There's only one direction the story can go from here.
We're riding high right now.
Yeah, have a drink.
Right. Oh, he's looking him up. Okay, nice. I have to
Where's
wear
the
that
shirt?
t-shirt. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. That's my hero. These guys.
is the biggest show in 14 years, and they didn't have anything to do with it.
That does suck.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Do you think that they finally get a chance to participate? I mean, Matt did say, like, hey, it's time.
Danny
said, thank you, Danny, yeah.
Matt said they're not that talented, though. I think that's a big difference. He's not feeling great.
No.
Okay.
That kind of reminds me of the end of Topsy Turvy, when he's like, you think success would make you happy,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I wonder if that's kind of like a similar situation there, where it's
Sure.
like, we have all the success in the world, 109%, but man, I just don't feel fulfilled.
Well, and he did say it's like the only one place that we can go from here.
Down.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Right.
Man, it does suck that we only get one season of the show, though.
For
I feel
sure.
like there's so much you could do with this.
Yeah. There's a lot of storylines you could run through on a big ensemble show like this with a lot of really compelling characters.
Thankfully, it is a big season.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get a lot of scenarios and situations. Sure. I really. One, Jordan is awesome.
Yeah, she is.
And then Jack, I like Jack. I don't hate Jack.
I don't think you're really supposed to hate him. I think he's a little antagonistic, but that's kind of his job.
Yep.
He is the executive, and it's his job to make sure that the network doesn't get embarrassed and doesn't lose money. Yeah. I don't think it makes him a villain if he's doing that job.
Oh, totally. He seems like a reasonable guy too.
Yeah. I mean, he certainly backed off. He's like, okay, it's working.
Yep.
The show is popular. It's making money. It's doing the things I'm supposed to make the show do.
Yep.
Therefore, we're not in conflict. He's not Jerry Krause just wanting to like run things. It's just like, okay, I hire the right people that do the right things, then I'm happy.
He seemed delighted to get that news too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, very much so.
It's a win.
It is.
And I do want to see, like, if we are going to get more of the the lawsuit with was it Ryan, her ex-husband?
Yeah, that's not going to go away. It's just, you remember we had something similar to that with the photo leaks on the newsroom?
Yeah.
Of Sloan?
With Sloan.
It's kind of the same gross thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
for sure.
oh, look, I can embarrass this really famous person, and people are going to care because they're rich, they're attractive, and I can create money for myself through generating Schadenfreude. And I think that is so disgusting of people to do. Yeah. I hate it. I hate it so much. So, I mean, it was nice on that show to see what happened to that guy. You know what I mean?
It's very satisfying.
And I'm hoping that there's a similar resolution and satisfaction with this obviously complete goon.
Yeah.
Who like, look, plus what's the book going to be? Look at all this horrible stuff I forced her to do.
Unless
and that's going to make her look bad.
Unless he spins it in a way to where it was her idea.
He's either got to lie or he just has to count on the traditional sexism, which always happens, right? That men behaving badly is somehow more excusable than women behaving badly.
Yeah, completely.
So, I mean, we'll see, but I'm really hoping it doesn't work out in that very fictional guy's favor.
Hopefully he lies and they can sue the crap out of him.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. When he's like, we're going to get the lawyers in here. I'm like,
Right.
that's going to be embarrassing, but hey,
it's going to be embarrassing, but it does help them form a defense.
It'd be worth it.
It's a terrible thing to have to sit and do. It's humiliating. She has to relive a lot of horrible stuff she doesn't want to. It sucks all the way around.
Sure.
But if it does help the network protect her, then it's just a really necessary gross thing she has to do.
And it's cool too that we it's not just Danny and Matt under scrutiny.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I don't want to get it mixed up again. Danny got ahead of things when he said that he had the coke problem, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Danny got out in front of things. It sucks that that she's also under a microscope.
Sure.
It's like, I guess this regime change, it's just like, put everything under a microscope. Yep. People are being judged constantly, which is stupid because, hey, we're just making TV here, guys.
Right.
Like, we're not running the country.
Sure.
We're just making SNL. But yeah, I like this show a lot. I like seeing the ins and out of it. I thought the sketches were actually kind of funny this week.
Yeah, I didn't think. Well, here's the thing. We spent so much time on the game show sketch.
Yep.
And my problem with that, it's fairly realistic because my problem with that game show sketch is a problem I have with a lot of SNL sketches.
Sure.
In that they have one joke, right? And so it should make a funny 30-second sketch that becomes a 5-minute sketch.
Yeah.
And you get that same joke over
It's just
and over
stretched out.
and over again. There was a SNL one with Harvey Keitel one time, and it was the subway announcers in New York, and they can't understand what they're saying, and it cuts to the room, and they're talking, and they're like mumbling too, so it's not like the PA system, it's them, and that's the joke, and it goes on and on. It's like, dude, we got the joke 3 minutes ago.
Sure.
You know, it's like bad comedians that like all they get up is and do like their trans jokes. You know, it's like my pronouns are and I identify as, and that's the one joke they have.
Yeah,
and people go nuts and cheer for it. You know, it's like, come on, man.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing going on in what you're saying.
I guess like jokes like that, not the stand-up jokes,
Sure.
but like the SNL jokes that are kind
Right.
of poor like that. It's like you need somebody kind of like Will Ferrell or even like Norm, to where like the bit is, look how unfunny this is. We're just
I
gonna,
agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes a special kind of talent to sell that kind of sketch for too long, and I feel like that sketch, like, again, there were some funny lines in it. I think Sarah Paulson's, Harriet's line about, like, when someone's like, can we get her a hat that's not 2 sizes too big? Hey, this is how we're wearing them these days. I think that's like, someone write that into the script. That was actually the funniest thing I heard.
Clever,
yeah. But all of it was basically like, science answer, no, crazy religion answer. And it was like, okay, we get it.
Sure. Yeah, Will Ferrell makes that funny because like he shouts through it.
Right.
It's kind of like the get off the shed bit, like get off the shed.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Right. There is a way to make that funny if you can call attention to the fact that, like, oh my God, we are clearly not going to let this joke go.
Yeah, it's like that's the bit.
That's
Live
the
in
bit. Family Guy has done that sometimes, where it's like, oh my God, they're still going, and it just gets, you stop laughing because of the repetition, and then it's like it gets funnier again because it's still uncomfortably going on. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, so in real life, Norm, when he would do stand-up comedy, if he would bomb at a comedy show, he would go to the front, and as people were leaving, he would thank them for coming out. I'm like, that's so great.
Yeah, he was somebody who that guy was just built differently.
He really was.
He was
a one-of-one.
He was into it.
Awkwardness.
Really, really talented comics seem to be okay when they bomb.
My favorite Norm bit ever was he was like, oh my God, he was on his YouTube show. He was like, on 9/11, I walked through blood and bone, and I was in Canada. It's like,
God. I appreciate it, guys. I'll catch you soon.
See ya.